السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياكم الله في تختيم لعبة كيندوم كام ديليفرنس. طبعا راح انزلها لايف ستريم على التيك توك. كثير من الاشخاص قاعدين بالقناة نزلت شرح عن التيك توك ويعانون من الحظر اللي يجيهم من التيك توك. فانا صراحة ما عندي اي خبرة، ما عمري ختمت لعبة على التيك توك، فهذه اول لعبة، فلذلك اخترت لعبة راح تكون موجودة من قائمة الألعاب اللي تقدمها لك التيك توك، يعني كيندوم هارت إلى آخره. يعني ألعاب كثيرة قدمها لك التيك توك في أنك تقدر تسوي لها لايف ستريم على التيك توك. فلذلك اخترت لعبة يعني ما لها عذر، إذا أعطوني حظر اللعبة موجودة عندهم، يعني أعطيني خيار إني أختارها. فمثلا لو قلنا لعبة حتى ريزدنت ايفل موجودة. حلو. فالمهم اخترنا هذه اللعبة، فخلونا نقول له بدء. الآن صرنا متصلين على الانترنت، على ايش فيه، وقف. ايوه تمام. طبعا ليكون ما شفتوا شيء من دقيقة، خلونا نرجع الشاشة لفوق. دقيقة، من اليوم قاعد اتكلم في الهواء. مثل ما قلت اخترت لعبة اللي هي كيندوم ديليفرنس لأنها موجودة على التيك توك، من القائمة اللي موجودة على التيك توك. فحاب أشوف هل أقدر أختمها بشكل كامل من غير يجيني حظر. هنا التحدي يعني. طبعا أنا قاعد أستخدم اللي هو OBS ستوديو في إنه ينقل الشاشة اللي ورا اللي تشوف هنا، ينقلها إلى التيك توك. فلذلك مسوي هذه الحركة، مش وين قاعد أتكلم على أساس إني أشوف على أساس إنكم تشوفون الشاشة هذه. فخلونا نرجع الشاشة اللي قبل إلى اللعبة. هنا المشكلة اللي يلعب في شاشة واحدة راح تضيع كثير، راح يكون الصوت سيء إلى آخره، فتحملونا التختيم هذا، خصوصا إنه أول لايف ستريم حقيقي لي في التيك توك. خلونا نبدأ. ليش ما في تفاعل؟ أخيرا أهلا يا عبد العزيز. في صوت المايك تمام. قفل على الدنيا. أنا ليش قفلت؟ ممكن أحد يكتب تعليق ولا شيء. فخلونا فاتحين على فقط على الشات، بشوف الشات. مثل ما قلنا لعبة كيندوم كام ديليفرنس، المملكة القادمة. طبعا اللعبة تحكي عن العصور الوسطى في أوروبا بعد الطاعون مباشرة. جت هذه اللعبة، فخلونا نقول نيو جيم. راح نلعب النورمال لأن اللعبة صعبة جدا، جربتها صراحة صعبة. طبعا من الشخصيات الرئيسية هذه، وكثير بنقول طبعا في الحلقة هذه لأني الكلمة ذي دائما أكررها ما أدري ليش.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
حلو جو اللعبة.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
قمست من المشاهد ما ادري ليش من المشهد اللي راح يصير. طبعا اللعبة البلس 18، لعبة لا اله الا الله، كان قدام كم ديليفرنس على البلاي ستيشن. طبعا كان قدام عليها خصم الآن
Fine
يعني.
state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
تقول وش كنت تسوي البارح؟ فنقولها خلونا نقول طبعا كل خيار راح يحدد شخصيتك. يعني الخيار الأول السبيتش راح يعلى عندك، الخيار الثاني لما تقول له راح أنا كنت أرقص اللي هو الجيلتي ظهر اللياقة أتوقع، فأنا يهمني سترينث صراحة، فخلونا نقول كنت أعمل في لا فيتاليتي الحيوية أتوقع الدانسينج.
I went dancing.
Dancing?
تقريبا
With Bianca.
26 ريال.
That's why you're tired. But you'll still have to work today. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that's suspicious character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
نفس الجو.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery?
لا ترى أنا قاعد أجرب فضايح بتصير واجد. لا تمنشن أحد.
And where did you get a
بدري على
bow
المنشن.
anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
عموما أنا قاعد أسجل يعني راح تجدها في قناة في اليوتيوب.
Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
خلونا نخلص من الكلام هذا كله. تحكمها سيء صراحة، يعني ما سكايرم عندي أفضل. اسم قناتي MTR4. حتى الاسم ما ادري ايش يبي لكن سميتها كذا. شيل. طبعا في اللعبة واقعية جدا، يعني لازم تاكل، لازم تنام، ولا راح تدوخ، يعني تصير الرؤية عندك مش واضحة. يعرفني بتابعتك والله. يسعدك يا حبيبي. طبعا تحس ان التحكم فيها شوي لك عليه، لكن يعني مش تمشي الأمور.
Come here, I need your...
الألعاب هذه تعتمد على القراية وعلى القصة أكثر من أي شيء ثاني.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that
طبعا
hammer
جان
to bang
قاعد
those
يقول
nails
إن
into his
اللعبة يعني
arse.
حكم بطيء، فقاعد أقول له يعني فعلا بطيء شوي.
Not quite. The chamberlain at the
يوه
castle
شكلي راح يطلع غبي اللي قاعد أكلم واحد مش موجود.
You want me to go and pick it
فالفيديو راح
up?
يطلع زي كذا.
All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
الآن طلب مني أجيب له 3 أشياء.
I feel quite hungry.
عندك قبل شوي آكل. طلب مني الأشياء اللي قدامك هذه كلها، إني أجيب سيف، وإني أخذ فلوس من شخص ما دفع فلوس، يعني أخذ من عندنا يعني السيف أو حاجة ولا دفع عليها فلوس، وإن نجيب الفحم أتوقع، والإلي الظاهر أتوقع مشروب فنتو. طبعا اللعبة تحتاج إنجليزي، اللي إنجليزيته وسط راح يعني يحس إن اللعبة مش ولا بد يعني. هيك لاحظ إن كل شيء له قوة، يعني اللي فاهم الار بي جي كل شيء تقدر انك تطوره من هنا، تشوف الاحصائيات. فعندنا الكومبات اللي هو القتال، صدقني راح تطور، يعني اللي يلعب الالعاب هذه يعني الحين مترجم جوجل سهل، يعني سهل جدا انك تترجم الاشياء هذه على طول. فكل شيء هنا يعني احصائيات، حتى القصص يعني هنا يقول زيارة مفاجئة، فقاعد يتكلم عن الاشياء اللي يعني اللي ممكن انها تغيب عنك شوي في اللعبة، يعني خاصة اني انا صراحة ما اتابع الان، يعني مش متعمق في اللعبة الآن لأني مشغول في البث أشوف كذا. يعني فيها قراية كثير. هذا المطلوب اللي هو قال اسمه بالكيوة كينيش.
I'll be with you, Kunesh.
طبعا قال ما هو بصاحي، سكران. واضح من الأسلوب.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
طيب الحين ما أدري أجيه بأسلوب التهديد ولا خلينا نجرب نصير طيبين معاه.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
كرشنا. الحين أقدر إني يعني أتخاصم معاه وأتقاتل. أقدر إني أخلي الموضوع عند أبوي، أقول راح أعلم أبوي راح يجيك. هذا أشوفه أحسن خيار. روح الصوت. أحسن خيار لأن في بداية اللعبة دائما ضعيف، يعني راح تنضرب كثير في بداية اللعبة، فلذلك لا تقاتل يعني، خلها في نهاية اللعب يعني. لا خلنا نشوف السياسة الحين. راح أعلم أبوي. يبا أدري إنها حركة بايخة أن تضرب أزين، لكن الحل السهل إنك تعلم الأب.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
راح أعلمه إنه ما راح يدفع.
I went to see Kunesh, but he wouldn't pay and then he threatened me.
I might have known. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
أعطاني 3 خيارات، إني أروح أتفاهم معه، ولا أروح أسرقه، ولا ببساطة أعطني فلوس عشان أجيب لك الأغراض اللي طلبتها.
But without Kunesh's money, I can't buy those other things you wanted.
طبعا جبت فوق الروبوتيشن لوست، يعني في مهام خسرتها. صراحة يهمني القصة في اللعبة أكثر من أي شيء ثاني.
Good day. Good luck then.
هنا الشركول. ترى ما عندي إنجليزي، لكن فاهم الطبخة يعني تقريبا الفحم. وطلب مني 10 حبات. نضغط إكس من ثم مربع. يوس معقدة شوي صراحة.
Hey, Pip. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
في شيء غلط، الموسيقى مش راكبة معه.
And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
حلو، هذا راح يدربنا على القتال بالسيف.
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
حلو. طبعا عشان تكون بالصورة يا أخوي جان، الفكرة من البث، أنا نزلت مقطع لللايف تيك توك، يعني كيف تسوي لايف، وأنا ما عندي خبرة صراحة. يعني كثير من الناس يقولون لي يجيهم باند لما يلعب، فحبيت إني أجرب بنفسي، يعني أشوف هل راح يجيني باند ولا لا، يعني كيف الأمور راح تصير. أهم أن يأخذ الموضوع جدي، يعني جد، كثر ما هو يعني تاخذ خبرة وتنقل خبرتك للآخرين يعني. لا أغلبهم يجيهم باند على اللعبة نفسها، لأنها فيها سكاكين وفيها فهنا فيها سيوف يعني.
Can we get started?
فخلونا نبدأ.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing
بس أنا اللي سويته اخترت لعبة موجودة من قائمة الألعاب اللي في التيك توك، بشوف هل راح يجينا المشكلة ولا لا.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Nice. Nice. Now you're getting it.
كما غريب صراحة أغرب لعبة.
Fine. Nice. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
تحس الشيء غبي لكن نفس الشيء بنفس الوقت شيء زين يعني تحكم.
Nice. Now you're getting it. Fine. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
بيني أضرب ضربتين R2
Now you're
R1.
getting it. Not bad. Again.
على طول تحت اللياقة 0 يعني بداية اللعبة.
All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
خلصنا منه. نروح للمهام. نجيب شراب الفيمتو، لكن قبل لا لازم اني اسوي مهمة الثانية. كربن ما يدخن بس.
How are you, Henry?
What else do you need? Come on up and see.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry. I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobs had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far.
هذا الاتجاه المعاكس حق
Deutsch is an idiot. Well, what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for Father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
نسيت أوكله يا. طبعا القضية الآن كلها في صارت كلام سياسي اللي مش وين سبوا الملك حق اللي هي موجودة هنا. فهذول قاعدين يقولوا لي راح نلقي له درس لن ينساه، راح نوسخ بيته وإلى آخره. فقاعدين يسألوني هل أنت معنا ولا لا. طبعا راح أقول معاكم من الملك.
Father can wait a while.
مصلحة يعني ناخذها مصلحة يمكن يجي له شيء.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
طبعا انت تتكلم اللعبة عن تشيكية اتوقع بهونيز الغجر، عاد الغجر ما ادري وين. اتوقع هولندا على بلغاريا على الدنمارك، ما ادري الدنمارك ما ادري، ما اتوقع الدنمارك. طيب وصلنا. يبين يكلمهم.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
شي براسي.
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
الحين المهم أن يتخلص من اللي عند البيت. أيوة هذه زوجته فنصرفها.
What do you want, lad?
نقول إن زوجك قاعد يسوي مشاكل عند المطعم هناك.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
إذا صرفناها نرجع لهذولي.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
جو أنا نسيت أوكله، خلونا نوكله. دقيقة. وين الأكل؟ أدري ما هو وقت أكل، وقت معركة، لكن لازم. كل هذا ولا وصل 100%. تراجع.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
رن يعني النحشة. وين بتجون؟ معكم. طيب.
God be with you, Henry.
What?
لازم إني أخلص المهام داخل القرية، بعدين أقدر أطلع برا. طبعا نسيت أعلمكم عن اللعبة إنها عالم مفتوح، و من التشيك. الشيء الغريب صراحة، مستغرب إن التشيك مقدمين هذه اللعبة أول مرة، فلذلك طبيعي جدا تجد جلتشات كثيرة، لكن إلى الآن يعني حلوة صراحة كقصة وكألوان وشكل.
Nothing ever good enough for him. Always turning his nose up at everything I cook.
دقيقة، كأنه جاينا. لا مش جاينا. في مهمة هنا لازم نسويها. أتوقع السيف فيه. وقال لي جيب سيف وجيب فمتو وفحم.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
أيوة هذا كروس جارد.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard.
ما صار شيء إلى الآن يعني قاعد أسوي المهام.
Right, they're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful.
الأكشن بعد المهمة هذه.
So fine.
I can't wait.
باقي مهمتين خلاص يجي
Just make sure you
الأكشن.
don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
الحين باقي الفيمتو. طبعا موصينا انه بارد. كيف انه يصير بارد؟ لازم انه تكون اخر مهمة تجيب له اللي هي الفيمتو.
God be with you, Henry.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
اقدر اني قالت وش جابك هنا؟ اقدر اقول انتي واقدر اقول الفيمتو. خلينا نجملها.
Oh, noble sir.
ممكن تعطينا
I'm as
ببلاش.
honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
عجبني الموضوع. أعطتني إياه ببلاش.
Here you go.
مشت
This
عليه.
evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanyet.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
طبعا على اليمين يجيك كل شوي الهنت هذا. تضغط تحت. طبعا هي اعطتني حاجة ما ادري وش هي. الكنترول ما ادري ايش. اوه كثر الاشياء اللي ما قريت. طبعا انا ساحب على القراية في اللعبة. فيها فتح الأقفال، المهام. طبعا مركز على المهام. حتى الكاركتر ألبرت. طبعا هذا أتوقع البيج بوس الحاكم. بعده يجي تشارلز الباب. طبعا هذه مطاوعة حقينهم. كل الفيلم المشوين عشان الأشخاص اللي مشوين موجودين شتموا الملك وشتموا المطاوع هذول. أتوقع عشان كذا يعني حقدوا عليهم راحوا وسخوا البيت.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
زعل علينا.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
حكيم قاعد يقول إذا تقنع أحد فكرة غلط كلمه يعني بلسانك لا تكلمه
Right, we'll do the grip.
يعني لا تضربه.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
يضحك. كنت تضحك علينا. طبعا طلب مني اجيب اغراض بالبيت. لتريزا. اتوقع اسمها تريزا. طبعا زعل علينا عشان وسخنا بيت الألمان. تيك اول. لاني صراحة ما ادري وش تبي. Bring that.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Sorry, girl. It seems the lad's lost his mind.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
اي ار بي جي بدايتها كذا تصير ضعيف لكن في النهايه
Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
ابن واحد يقول ارسل ولدك لنا. اتوقع راح يمرنا تدريب.
Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
بعد رحنا فيها.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Redzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
قالك خذ كل شيء بالبيت روح للقصر على طول. المشكلة أمه راحت للسوق راح يلحقها يعني راح يجيبها. طبعا ما راح يسمع الكلام.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
Get through the gates!
من جد ما سمع كلام. هذا غدر.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
ثواني. وراح دور لك حصان وروح للقرية اللي جنبنا وعلمهم قبل يجونهم. طبعا المشهد ما راح ينساه. في مهمة ما سويتها اللي هي كانش اهرب. واقف انا من اليوم قاعد اقرا. رود ايش قد هورس اصل لك على حصان طريق وينه. جبت العيد. استريح شوي، هد اعصابك، ما راح يجيك شيء. لا ايش ذا اللي خبطنا؟ تكفي يا ولد. صعبة. ندور جلتش. والله من الضغط. من البداية كذا في مشكلة، ماني عارف اللي أركض. أتوقع دائرة. دائرة يركض، مربع يقمز. أيوة راح الطريق. أيوة من هنا. أتوقع ما ينفع إنك يعني تاخذها قطوع، يعني تركض على أعماق، لازم مع الطرق هذه.
hogy megjelennél itt, te szaros! Várnod kell, Galambocskám!
يا عيال شوي علي. اوف، وانا حاط سهل اللعبة كذا كيف؟ دقيقة، الحصان ما أعرف كيف أركب الحصان، لازم أشوف التحكم. basic control. سبرنت دائرة، جنب مربع. نبي الخيل، كيف نركب الخيل. استدعي الحصان بمثلث واضحة صفر اللي مصفر. جرب. اتوقع اكس هو يسوي كل شيء. اسحب على اللي هنا.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
يا ولد. صار جلتش ولا شتاء. ايوه وكان كل طيب عرفناها هذه. سنتر دايرة اللي يخليه يركض بسرعة. طيب نبي نركب الدعس. زوم نبلغ الشيخ بالسالفة من جد. أخيرا تقدمنا. التحكم صعب. قولي وقت تعود عليه.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
قال يسار من هنا. اصواتهم عندي.
Warn the others! They've tore its skeleton!
وقت قراية. لا أنا ضيعت الطريق ولا طريقي صح؟
Run for it!
بدأ يتعب الحصان. كان يشد كثر ما أضغط دائرة.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hangi uzun gider!
closing the gate.
مسكين.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
ما أحب المناظر هذه، مع إنه ما جابوا منظر بس الصوت.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And
كلامهم جميل.
get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
ما قال ابوك مات يعني عزاه بطريقة حلوة. قال الآن هو في يدينا الله يعني تقريبا شيء من هالقبيل يعني. كأنهم مسلمين يعني، تذكرني بالأدعية، نفس الدعاء عندنا. على الطريق لو سمحتي. يور بيت. طبعا شوف دايخ لأنه ما رقد وجوعان.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today. It must have been terrible.
I heard about your father.
How did it
They say he was a
happen?
swordsmith who moved to the countryside to
قاعد
make
يموت،
horseshoes.
يحتاج شيء ياكله.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God
أنا
reward
أقول
you for your
أشكرها.
kindness.
لا تسكت.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
طبعا الحين مهمتنا ايت يعني كل وارقد. طبعا طلع لي هنجر فود اند بويسنينج. طبعا اتمنى اني نطقتها صح. هي النجمات هذه خلونا نختارها عشان نعرف إذا جاء شيء غريب ما يكون عليه نجمة. comments the comment لك الكامنز هي جزيرة أو قطعة أرض أتوقع. تشيك عام 1260 تحت قيادة هنغاريان كراون برنس ستيفن مدري. طبعا هذه معلومات اللي حاب اني اقرا ثبت الفيديو طبعا اللي في اليوتيوب مش في اللايف. خلونا ناكل قبل لا يفطس علينا. أحس إن حركة غبية إنه يجمع، المفروض ياكل على طول. يعني الحين بعد التجميع أروح آكلهم. لازم ناخذها. سكت عناد ناخذها. Wins and healing. You can lose your. طبعا واضحة اللي يقول تقدر تشوف الطاقة بالخط هذا الأحمر إذا كان ناقص يعني. تقدر إنك تعالج نفسك بالأكل وبالنوم. دايخ دقيقة نوكله. الحين لازم يروح يرقد. برايفت اريا شفتها الكتابة ذي على طول اطلع انه راح يعتبرونك حرامي. طبعا دايخ لانه يحتاج ينام. سريره موجود. اتوقع ان هذا اكس مرة ثانية راح يرقد.
Please tell me what happened at Scarlet. I have kin there.
فضيلك نرقد. لاحظ ان الطاقة تزيد كل ما كثرت ساعات النوم. خلونا نكثر ساعات النوم عشان يتعافى. حلو انهم متعاملين مع الاكل والنوم بجدية يعني. اغلب الالعاب يعني فيها يعني اي كلام.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
تسولف على آخر الليل. أقدر أقولها I just can't talk about it till the story of the... أنا أعلمها وش صار.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Oh, لا.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Saradzi.
صار في وقت يعني خيار مهم.
Father and I always chatted at the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us. But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The humans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
هنا أقدر أكذب.
I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Saradzi, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
أخيرا حست طولت.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
حوارات في اللعبة طويلة، لكن صراحة حلوة، فيها الجمل صراحة، فيها حكمة يعني، مش أي كلام. فالظاهر إني برقد معاه لأن صراحة جاني النوم. نشوفكم في الحلقة القادمة بإذن الله من لعبة كيندوم كم مدري إيش ليرنس مدري. قاعد يحلم، خلونا نشوف حلمه.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
اوف بهالسرعة جونا. يقول فيها ناس جايين. اتوقع ان فيها احد جاي. Go the battlement فيها getaway stairs. Woman in middle age. كيف نخزن؟ ايوه سيف. اوكي خلونا نشوف التيك توك. طبعا شكرا جان، شكرا جزيلا، صراحة كان متفاعل معي. اجمالي المشاهدات 104. عدد الدقائق يعني 100 ساعة ونص كنت قاعد ألعب. مثل ما قلنا مشاهدات 104. الماسات أتوقع الهدايا 0 والصفر 0 قريبة، ما في ولا متابع. ف طبعا حاط اشتراكات بالغلط فعلتها. فخلونا نطفي اللايف نشوف الإحصائيات. نقول إنهاء. كالعادة نسيت أني أنقل لكم الشاشة هنا. دقيقة. تمام. مثل ما تشوف قدامك عزيزي المشاهد، مثل ما قلنا إجمالي المشاهدات 104. المأساة فعلا مأساة 0. المأساة اللي هي الهدايا، تسجيلات الإعجاب 3000 شيء حلو. اليوتيوب 1000 ما جبناها. المشاهدات المشاهدون الذين ضيفوا التعليقات 1. لديك تسجيلات إعجاب أكثر 94% من الموظفين الذين لديهم عدد متابعين مماثل. فحلوة الإحصائيات. قاعد يعطيني رأيي بقول زعلان بس كده يعني. بقول المشاهدات قليلة. نرسل لهم. كانت هذه تجربتنا في تقديم لايف ستريم للعبة كيندوم. ما جاء حظر، ما جاء شيء، فممكن أتابع في الأيام القادمة وأشوف المشكلة. ممكن المشكلة تجي مع الوقت مش الآن. لازم إنك تستمر، يكون عندك تفاعل قوي. أتوقع بعدها ممكن يجيك الباند وإلى آخره. كان معكم MTR. لا تنسى زر اللايك أو الديسلايك، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.